Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie Hirt. I am a certified soul level animal communicator and a certified soul level intuitive coach. And it is time for October. Yes, October 2023 animal messages. If you remember, last month they wanted me to switch from animal lessons to animal messages. So we're going to continue to honor that. So for those of you who are new here, this is how this works. Throughout the entire month of September, all of the various animal communication sessions that I had for other people, as well as with Lucas and even my dogs like India, and you can hardly see Bono there, and there's Noah over here, and there's Merlin over here. There's a whole bunch of animals in spirit for me. But everybody, all the animals, even some of the wild animals that I meet and run into in the preserve, like yesterday, I walked underneath a tree and Lucas was all about this tree and looking up into it. And don't you know, there was a turkey up in the tree. Pretty cool, huh? So anyway, so all of these animals throughout the whole month of September, all the communications that I have with them, little themes begin, little threads. I like to call them threads. The guides like to call them threads too. Little threads like to pull out as little messages for myself as well as the collective. And it is these messages then that we do every month. And I say we because it's me and the animals that we do every month in an effort to set up this new month for you as something to pay attention to, some place to work on in yourself, as well as alongside your animal, because your animal's here to help you in that regard. So here are the animal messages for October based on all the things that took place in September with the animals. And I have my little trusty notebook right here so that I don't forget anything. But the overarching theme in October from the animals, the messages, is belief. We're moving into a time where stepping into belief becomes even more important as well as potent. So the animals are showing up in many, many different ways in an effort to help us really begin to believe in ourself, in our magic, and in connection, in our ability to connect with them, to nature, and the greater and higher good. So stepping into that belief, which means that we need to let go of things that hold us back, of parameters in society rules, if you will, that are no longer serving us and probably never did serve us, to be quite honest. So believing that letting these things go, we're going to be okay. We're going to be different. And we're going to be okay. So belief, again, stepping into belief in yourself, stepping into belief in magic, and believing in your abilities, in what you are capable of and what you can do, and bringing, like I also like to say, believing in your piece of pie. There's an older blog post on my website, and I talked about this too at one point. The animals and my guides made it really clear that we all have something unique and different to contribute. Only Julie can contribute what Julie is supposed to contribute, and only you can contribute what you're supposed to contribute. And it's a beautiful thing. There is no one way to contribute, right? There's a million different ways. There's a million different types of pie. There's a million pieces of pie. This whole entire party is made up with gorgeous, fabulous pies. Some pies I may not like. Totally fine. It's okay. I don't have to be nasty about it. I just don't have to partake in that pie. And that's it's great. But in order for the whole entire world pie party to be as brilliant as it is, you all have to show up with your own type of pie. And that's what we're believing in, that the pie that I create is fabulous just as it is, and that it's great to be shared. So belief in yourself, in magic, and in your abilities. All of this belief and moving into this belief is fortified by self-care, taking care of ourselves, understanding what we want, what we need, how can we harness that, really understanding it actually and getting in touch with it, harness it so that we can better take care of ourselves, because when we better take care of ourselves, it is easier to move into belief and stay in belief. So belief as fortified by self-care. Self-care was another thread that came through in the month of September. Again, it's come up before, as well as a little bit of a thread in finding your voice. So when we're taking care of ourselves, We can easily step into belief, and we can easily also, when we take care of ourselves, be more comfortable in sharing our voice. So that is the whole big entire enchilada, if you will. Well, I keep mixing food metaphors. I must be hungry. But this whole entire enchilada for the month of October, belief. Isn't it interesting too? They just like ping me on this. The end of this month, of course, in many cultures is Halloween, as well as beginning into other cultures. There's also the pagan aspect of All Saints and whatnot. So there's a whole lot of belief that goes on in this month leading into next too. So just know that. There are some minor, I'll say like, I don't want to say minor because I don't want to undervalue them. It's not that. There's just some little other themes that took place. Excuse me, that the animals wanted us to talk about. One of them was not settling for anything less. So when you feel like you need something that is of higher quality, higher price, if there's a way that you are able to afford it, work towards not settling for something less that won't deliver what you need. For me personally, this is coming about in food for Lucas, who just moved from under my desk to behind me. Let's make sure that we're doing the best for him from a food perspective instead of skimping on stuff. So we're making some changes in his diet just to make sure that that is the case. So there's one example of that. Also letting go to open up. So again, letting go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of things that no longer take care of you. There's the self-care so that we can step up, open up, which is also this belief aspect. Let's see, was there anything else? Some things to really consider letting go of is the expectation that others have of you that you aren't really into anymore. Something to kind of just take a look at and examine. And when those pop up, spend some time in thinking about those. Is that something that's their expectation of me, not mine? Can I let that go? And so there's something in that for you, as well as putting others in front of yourself. If there's something you really want to accomplish, and yet you're noticing that you're allowing other people's agendas, other people's schedules, other people's requests of you to take you off the path of where you want to go and what you want to accomplish, sit with that for a little while and see how that feels to you. And is that something that you actually want to do? Or do you actually begin to feel, oh, wait a minute, I am not honoring what I need to do. I am not giving myself that quality time. There's that quality thread again. I'm not giving myself that quality time. And why? Why is that? What is holding me back? So there's a couple little threads coming off that belief overarching lesson, if you will, or message, overarching message of belief, and some ways that we can begin to play with and understand and tap into that stronger way of belief. Self-care, finding your voice, letting go to open up, putting others in front of yourself, expectations of others, and even in all of that, embracing the change that comes towards you. Things are shifting, everybody. And many of us know this, and we're really excited about it. At the same time, it does raise some fear and it does create some trepidation. Understand that too. Recognize that for what it is and honor that. Give it a little hug. It's all good. It's all good. We're changing for the better. Not always going to be easy, but for the better. And when we believe in ourselves and in our magic, we'll make it through. So I'd be so curious to hear how these October messages resonate with you. I'd be really super curious to hear how your animals are helping you work with and work through these messages and what shifts you notice throughout the month of October. So please leave a comment, let me know. Feel free to shoot me an email. You can contact me through my website. I would really love to hear from you. And if you have any thoughts or have anything that transpires in October, let me know. I hope you have a wonderful month. Take really good care of yourself. And thank you so much for trusting the animals all through the month of October. We'll see you soon.